inner being stuff. According to Abraham, we all have an inner being. Most of us is not here on earth. Most of us is, I don't know where most of us is, but most of us is not here. And that other part of us is the part that warns us when we, gives us messages to be able to live life. I think it's the part that tells us the part that acts as our intuition. According to Abraham, we're here to experience life because we wanted to experience it so badly. And according to other people, we are here to solve problems like, let's say, learning to love ourselves, dealing with rejection, accepting our lives. And I've noted that in general, whenever I solve a problem, that part of my life kind of stops happening. Like, an example, like, I remember the time I wanted my father to change very much. I wanted him to be somebody different. I wanted him to be showing of love towards me. Then one day I worked on him, and I accepted him the way he is. I no longer wanted him to love me more than he does. I no longer wanted him to give me anything more than he gives me. I just wanted to accept him where he is. And that made my life so much easier. Yeah, but he also teaches me stuff like boundaries. Yeah, anywho. So, back to my story about my inner being. I was experimenting with the idea of how to work relationships, especially with men. And I got this great idea to work on an ex of mine. And the day after I made that decision, I was watching reel after reel after reel telling me to cut communication. And finally, a reel that taught me, reminded me of how toxic this person was. At some point I just had to laugh because, oh my goodness, there were many. I mean, I'd go from Facebook to YouTube to, you know, and to the same thing over and over again. And I thought, okay, fine, I've heard. And that is so cool. I think it's good to open communication with your inner being, or another word for it, your intuition, or another word for it, your guardian angels. It's so important. It's not, I don't know, if you want an easier life, me, I'm all about the easier life. I'm never about the more difficult life. I'm always about a life that is easy, that is more happy, where you get the things that you want. Easier. I mean, you can struggle if you want to. You can sacrifice and be, have a hard life. That is also cool. People do that and they succeed. But me, I'm all about easier. And I've always been told by people that it's not possible, but I'm living it. So anyhow, thanks for watching.